Hello friends, welcome to IT Job Pulse. Today is the sixth video of a PMP training program. And if you remember, the previous video was also about project initiation, but you can consider this as a second part of the project initiation training lesson. So let's get started and where project begins, chaos is contained and chatters are born. So if you are following the series, you'll understand all the terms. If not, I will recommend you to start watching from the first video. Project chatter, the royal decree. Okay. Why? Because let's understand the waterfall way. Once upon a project, the mighty sponsorer summoned the project manager. The sponsor creates the project charter, officially giving the PM their wand of authority and responsibility and emails and headaches as well. So, this is a little different way of putting the waterfall way or the training because I want to do it in a different way so that you understand and you remember it. Okay. At the same time, we should have a fun as well. So this document includes project purpose, high-level requirements, budget, timeline, risks, and assigned to PM, also known as the brave heart. So PM is also known as a brave heart because he is leading the project and there are many departments he is dealing with now. So the project is nothing but we have understood how it is decided. Okay. Now the project sponsorer, okay, has made a project charter. Okay. And it is officially assigned to the project manager. Okay. And some authority is given to the project manager, like responsibilities also there, emails are also there, and headaches also there. Okay. So this is what the project charter is about, and the document includes these three things, top three things. Okay. Interactive movement. Okay. So what would you add to your own project charter if you were the PM? Wrong answers only. Example, joke response. A spa day after every milestone. Okay. So I always have this competition of giving vouchers. Okay. So 1,000 shopping vouchers will be given to the wrong answer. Okay. And not to all wrong answers. Best wrong answer for what would you add to your own project charter if you were the PM? Okay. So one more example, free snacks for stakeholder meetings. Yeah, I think we can arrange it. Okay. So next one is stakeholder identification. Who's who in the project zoo? So it's not the zoo, but it's like written in a funny way. So who all stakeholders are part of the project. That is nothing but stakeholder register. Basically a Facebook for your project, who's in, what they're about, and how often they need attention, right? So it will have details like name, influence, interest, and their communication needs. Fun analogy. If stakeholders were people at a wedding, just for a example point of view, sponsor sponsor, okay, is equal to bride or groom because they started this, right? PM is equal to wedding planner. Okay, it's getting interesting. Team is equal to caterers, DJs, decorators. Wow, you uninvited relatives. So these are nothing but the surprise stakeholders. And then interactive poll for you guys. What is the most surprising stakeholder you have encountered? If you ask me, there are so many. Okay. Team formation. Avengers assemble or Scrum team. Okay. So we are understanding both waterfall and agile. PM picks the team based on project needs. Okay. So as the project manager gets the needs of the project, so based on that, PM will pick the team for the project to be started and run. Roles defined early like developer, tester, BA, architect. So a project team in Waterfall generally involves these roles: developers, testers, BA, architect. Agile Scrum, self-organizing Scrum team. Developers, also known as the doers. Okay. Then Scrum Master serves and sheets the team, right? And oftentimes I get a comment that Scrum Master is the one who doesn't do anything. Okay, so that's kind of a joke. Uh, the Scrum Master has to go through. Okay, but generally this role is valuable if used it properly, and it is not an easy job of being a Scrum Master, because a Scrum Master has a lot of things to be done. He's basically responsible for the product to be followed with the Scrum framework, with the agile mindset. So it's a challenging job of a Scrum Master. Although there are no deliverables, still this role adds a lot of value. And in the presentation, I always add a disclaimer. But right now, I will say that all the jokes which we are cracking here, it is just to make it engaging and interesting. Apart from that, there is no intention to hurt any role, any person, because ultimately we all are doing our jobs. And I hope you get the message. So product owner owns the what, not the how. So this is the team. So nowadays, developers are not called as developers; they are called as team members. Okay, basically, Agile Scrum framework is like a cross-functional team. Scrum value reminder. Okay, so values are nothing but focus, courage, openness, commitment, respect, also known as things you want in a team and a good roommate. This one was really great. Okay. So if you have lived in a bachelor life, okay, or if you are living a bachelor life, okay, so you want to have a good roommate, and you also want to have focus, courage, openness, commitment, and respect in your roommate, right? So that's what the Scrum value follows. So role play game time. You are the Scrum Master. Your team is arguing over coffee flavors. Apply a Scrum value to resolve this issue. Can you comment your answers? So I repeat it one more time. You are the Scrum Master. Your team is arguing over coffee flavors. So you need to apply a Scrum value and you need to give the answer. So the answer is respect plus openness is equal to coffee, peace, treaty. So with this role play game, I want to say that if you want to be a good project manager, okay, or for that matter, a product owner or any role, and let's imagine that you are a developer and you want to be a product owner. So start thinking like a product owner in your day-to-day life. Like here, the roommate example you can consider. So role play game you can consider, right? So you can play the role of a product owner or whatever role you want to be. So start thinking in your personal life as well to do a good career transition, or if you want to move up the ladder in your role. Team charter, okay? Your project constitution, okay? So we have to follow the team charter, okay? Because if we don't follow it, then the project will definitely collapse. Created by the team with the PM, okay? Which includes roles and responsibilities, ground rules. No emails after 2 a.m. Yes, please. So working agreements. Okay. Then agile twist in Scrum. This helps align expectations, especially important during sprint planning and daily stand-ups. Right. So this is like interactive activity. Create one ground rule for a fictional project team that includes a robot, a cat, and an intern. So you can take care of that interactive activity. We will talk about waterfall versus agile initiation remix. Okay. So what is there's actually a comparison. Okay. Project chatter is the activity a project sponsor creates it. And in Agile Scrum, it's a vision statement in a product backlog. Okay. Team foundation activity, PM assembles the team. Then team self-organizes. Okay. It's basically the point is about self-organization, but still the team is managed by a product manager or any other manager in the organization. Okay. Stakeholder register created early, ongoing and adaptive. So the difference is like once we create a stakeholder register, waterfall is basically we cannot make any changes, but we always consider in Agile Scrum that it's everything like it's ongoing and adaptive. Team charter in waterfall it is optional, and yes, in Agile it is created mostly in Agile. Okay, so joke time. Waterfall says plan before you jump in the water. Agile says jump, then inspect how wet we got. So there is a one more framework that is hybrid, which is very common these days. That where we combine waterfall and agile. So now it's a recap type. Three golden nuggets. Initiation is about starting strong with clarity, alignment, and buy-in. Whether waterfall or agile, people matter more than processes, definitely. Because ultimately it's the people who makes the project successful, and ultimately we are working on a project for people, and it's all about people ultimately. Don't forget, stakeholders are like toddlers. They need attention or they will create chaos. So if attention is not given to stakeholders, then chaos will definitely happen. So curtain call, that means we are coming to the end. You have survived initiation. You have formed teams, uh, befriended stakeholders, and written the first pages of your project saga. So it's a great achievement. Now, in the next video, coming next, we will be talking about planning process group, also known as where things get seriously scheduled. I hope you have liked the video. Please share your feedback in the comments, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.